Hey fam, this is Dap Finder. Don't forget to follow my Telegram group and Discord in the description below. So before starting, first, I need to thank Flash who runs gameplays Bugs. So it is actually for a Spanish community, the big Spanish community. So he shared a video about BNB Kingdom to his Spanish people, so even they can understand about the risks. So I'm really overwhelmed, brother. Thank you so much for sharing and even inviting me to you know, the Discord group. The group is really cool, man. Thank you so much. And right now, today, as people are asking about, checking out the BUSD Kingdom. So I thought, okay, fine. Before checking out BUSD Kingdom, there was one more message stating that I need to check Rise of Mars, which launched 3 days before. So it's pretty similar to BNB Kingdom, the Rise of Moses. But they do have some, new futures. So I thought, okay, fine, let's check out both contracts of Rise of Mars and also BUSD Kingdom. So first I went through BUSD Kingdom and I saw, even though there is no record in the BUSD Kingdom, but there is a lot of functions the owner could change. There are a lot of functions. So it's actually like a centralized app, not like a decentralized one. So I thought, okay, first let's go to Rise of Mars and then to BUSD Kingdom. So I saw the Rise of Mars here in, Daprada. So you guys would have, checked through it, right? So this is Daprada. So Rise of Mars launched like 3 days before. Right now they do have balance of 14.61k USD, 184 users right now. So even I made an investment here on Rise of Mars just to check how this is going. Even before the comment, I made this investment. How? By seeing here in minus, this is monarch.app. So I invested the same day when they launched, like 3 days before. So first, let's go through the functions, the futures they have listed here. So they're telling that they're going to give 9% rewards daily and 12% during Mars Festival. So what the heck is Mars Festival? And then they give an explanation here. Mars Festival is something, it happens between 18th to 27th and it starts from August, which is next month. So it's going to start from August 18th to 27th. During that specific period, those invested in Rise of Mars is going to get 12% per day instead of 9%. Okay, fine. So, and then they're giving 1% compound bonus. So this seems to be the same stuff what BUSD crops used to give. They used to give 4%, I guess. These guys are giving 1% compound bonus and 10% referrals, 12% daily ROI. All these stuffs. So 6 times mandatory compound. Without this compound, they are going to charge you 90% yearly withdrawal tax. Only if you compound for 6 times, and then you can claim your rewards without this 90% tax. So if you thought of claiming your rewards after 4 compounds, and they're going to take 90% tax. Oh my god. So once you compound 6 times, and then it's going to be free. There is 24 hours compound timer and 36 hours rewards accumulation cutoff. So okay, what I did is I made an initial, investment of points, not 98, and now it's 0.15. This is same like BUSD Kingdom, sorry, BNB Kingdom. So BNB Kingdom, but that's what I have on the roadmap here. So this is the first stage right now who these guys are, and then they are going to launch multi-chain miners, and then it goes on like airboat. Everyone needs to tell this. Okay. So right now we are going to check the contract because contract is very important. We should check whether there's no rug pull code or any other function that is hiding behind something. Actually, before investing, I did a thorough research in this Rise of Mars. and then I invested like 0.1. So there's no rug pull code or nothing, but I'll show you guys what is behind this. So actually, whatever these guys, mentioned in the website is actually true. So they are giving up to 9% daily, and that's 10% for Moss Festival. 10% referral reward? Tick. Yes, it's right. So that's 14. 14 means 1.4% into 5. Yeah, 7% tax plus 1 for marketing. So it's going to be 8% tax. Yes, you're right. They mentioned it there, 8%. Okay, fine. Good. Okay, fine. Everything is fine over here. And even I checked everything in the contract. There's nothing foul play involved. It's clean. Even unlike any other miners, what these guys did is they removed all the blacklist functions. So there is very few functions the contract owner could change. Let's look into that. So the contract owner could change the ownership. It's nothing but like he can change the address. So he can give his ownership to other wallet that he owns, something like that. This has no problem in the contract. So you can just neglect it. Nothing much. So here, this function is here because these guys have mentioned that they are going to give 12% during August 18 to 27, and it's going to be on every month, right? So that is why this function is here. So they need to change this value to make it 12% and to reduce inflation, because they made a hype over there in the website that these guys have the very low inflation rate. So to control this inflation rate, these guys might have this function, these two functions here. This is to control inflation. Okay, fine. And then this is for the compound bonus. Okay, the 1% compound bonus. Okay, these are the only functions the owner could change. This contract is really clean. I appreciate these guys made it clear. These contracts are clean. And the contract balance is 54.26 BNB, and they have started like 3 days before. The same day, BUSD Kingdom launched. The Riseofmars launched on the same day BUSD Kingdom launched. The same stuff. Okay. And what I did is I checked this audit to see whether there is any foul play. So we even checked the audit company. They're pretty cool. Make sure they're real. I even messaged them from an email ID asking about some questions so that I can make sure this company is true. And yes, this company is true because they answered all my questions. Good. One genuine, legitimate a minor project. To be honest, yes, everything is clear. I went through all these stuffs. So the contract balance, every other stuff that I went through, there is some optimization needed. Timestamp dependence, yes, there is timestamp dependence, yes, low severity, yes, pass. State variability fault visibility, yes, I got to see two state variability fault visibilities missing. That should be it. Yes, that's right. PSN and PSNH was missing over there. So they have mentioned it. So it's pretty much, the actual true legit audit of a smart contract I'm seeing after a long time. They mentioned everything very clear over here in audit. Okay, audit is passed. Riseofmars, these guys are legitimate and their contract is clean. So there is no worry for investors to worry about any rug pull code in this contract. This contract is clean and there is no rug pull code, and even owner has very few the control over all these functions. Okay. So guys, if you need to go through all these stuffs of Riseofmars, you can go. So there is no rug pull code. So you can check out Riseofmars. no problem. But please make sure you invest only that you can afford to lose, because minus, I'll explain it in the loss. Please watch this video till the last so that I'll explain what the minus are. Okay. So if you guys need to go through all these things, it's everything in the website, and even I'll have a link below so that you can go through it. And this is a white paper, and they got a Telegram group of 1693 members, and even an uh, Twitter page with 2322. Okay, now even they are listed here in Monarch. I told you before, yes, they are listed here. Now let's move on to BUSD Kingdom. Yeah, same stuff, the same thing. They made little. This thing haunts me a lot because these are the same guys who did audit for the BNB Kingdom, and they never mentioned there is withdraw function in the contract. So how would I believe these guys? They don't have a digital presence. They have nothing. Uh, so uh, I'm not going to view all this stuff here in this audit, because they made a very bad impression because of the BNB Kingdom. That is and withdraw function. They never mentioned it in the audit. They never cared to mention it. So this should be the same guy who runs BUSD Kingdom, the owner. I'm not sure. I'm assuming, but I'm not sure. But I went through the audit. There is no rug pull code in BUSD Kingdom. There's no rug pull code. But what concerns me is there is a lot of function that the owner can change. Lot of functions. There's no one, two, three. There's like 20, 22 more than 22 functions. See here. So let's look into the contract, and I'll show you guys what are the main things. And you need to see here, it's like 101k deposits. So both Riseofmars and BUSD Kingdom were launched in the same day. But what makes BUSD Kingdom is like, because BNB Kingdom has a lot of investors, so they came over here to BUSD Kingdom. It should be, no, that is what I assume. So Riseofmars, this is the first time, I guess. I got to see a lot of messages over there in minor Telegram groups. I got to say this is the first time. These guys have pretty cool interface. Pretty cool interface. They made real effects. I would say the real efforts to make contact clean without any function. There is no vulnerability. It's Riseofmars is pretty good, man. If you guys ask me, then check out Riseofmars. So BUSD Kingdom on the other hand, what makes me concerned is, I'll show you. There's a lot of functions that owner could change. He could change the tax from, right now it's 2.5 to 5, which is going to be 20% tax. He could change it to 20%. The total tax I'm talking about. So it could be 20% for buy and sell combined. So 10% for buy and 10% for sell. Total 20%. And then, so withdraw, cool down, they can, update it up to 14 days. They can even set custom referral bonus to 100%. So if they are going to give out, custom referral bonus to some other guy, might be a promoter, and if they set it to 100%, whoever is going to invest in that through that link, 100% is going to go to the referral. It's bad, and this they should have neglected this function. And even this, they can set up to 100%. So what actually makes me more concerned is set compound for no tax withdrawal. So what does this mean is they can set it up to 100 times. So only after 100 times of compounding, you can withdraw your available funds without the tax they set. So what is the tax they have said? Need to go through the tax. Where is that man? They never mentioned how much tax it's going to be. It should be com. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. Right now they set it for 6 times. So that is 6 times you need to compound. The mandatory compound is 6 times. They can set it up to 100 times. That is what I am trying to tell. They can set this up to 100 times. Right now, the withdrawal tax for yearly withdrawal tax was set at 50%. So think about it. If they have a function that could actually change the mandatory compound times to 100. So only after the 100 times you can withdraw your available funds without the 50% tax, which is huge. They should have, should not have added that function over there. They should have neglected it, but they added. So there is a lot of functions here that the BUSD Kingdom's owner could modify. So if you ask me what I'll do, I won't I won't invest because there's a lot of functions that these guys could change, and why would I invest with this much? So, but they have a lot of guys investing, the believers of BNB Kingdom. There's no wrong. But actually, the point is there is no rug pull code like BNB Kingdom over here in BUSD Kingdom. But there are a lot of functions these guys could change. Even the mandatory compound to 100 times. That's it, guys. So coming to the point right now, I'll explain you what is minus. See, first of all, BNB Kingdom has no minus. There's no minus like Bitcoin. There's no minus. It's just taking, right? There's no minus. But what is minus are? Minus have no magical algorithm to generate profit or whatever from your funds. It's just like casinos, gambling. You put money in a pot. Whoever performs a strategy wins the pool. So right now here in minus only if there is going to be funds over there in the contract, they're going to pay you. If the funds decrease to zero, they cannot pay anyone. That's it. It's gone. So minus, pretty much they work like Ponzi. So like Ponzi's. So minus or nothing like high yield investment programs. Whoever invest, yearly in the early stages, they're going to take their funds out. So guys, it's just simple that this is same as gambling. You're going to gamble your money. That's it. It's going to be head or tails. It's just gamble here and minus. So I would say if you need to gamble, you can just what you can do whatever you can invest in any platforms, but be very responsible. Don't invest in projects that you have a lot of vulnerabilities, and even if there is a lot of functions that could the owner could control, please don't invest in it because they do have a lot of control over it. Right here in the BUSD Kingdom, they can just blacklist your wallet. So they do have the function to blacklist your wallet. They do have the function to make the mandatory compound to like 100 times. So if you ask me, will you invest in BUSD Kingdom, even though it's just 3 days, so I won't invest a single penny in this because there is a lot of functions that want to change. I only, I look into, HIP, which is high yield investment programs, which do have very less function that can be modified by the owner. So right now, if you ask me Rise of Mars or BUSD Kingdom, I'll go with Rise of Mars. Even they do have only 44.27. I'll go with them because You have to see a lot of marketing going on with these guys. But to be sure, I'm just gambling my money over here. This is not a real investment, I would say, because miners are just paying out with the investors' money. There's no special algorithm or no magical formulas to generate money. So, guys, keep in your mind, this is just like gambling. That is, you're going to throw some money in the casinos or something. This is just like gambling. So, if you ask me, I have a huge investment and what should I do? I would say go for some stacking, guys. There's a lot of stacking over there, which is paying a 9% API, 9% for a year, like BNB staking in the trust wallet or something like that. So these are just high risk schemes that you can gamble your money. That's it. So be responsible, be careful out there. Thank you, and this is Dab Finder. Meet you next time.